years for innovation. What could be the reason? We have done empathize. Okay, we assume that it is on. We assume that we have done perfect user study, but the fact is that we have not done correctly. Okay, because the way I look into the problem is different from the user point of view. Okay, I would have done a user study. See, for example, I am implementing a common system for all discipline students. CSE, IT, electronics and communication, mechanical, civil, EEE, and even whichever the departments are available in an institution. I am implementing a system which is purely of a computer-based one, where you require your laptop or mobile phone, without which either most preferable is laptop, but worst case you will even iPhone. That is the scenario, or that is the constraint for the system what I am implementing. Okay, but civil, mechanical, and see, actually current scenario, everybody are familiar with using any gadget, but still, suppose they are not much aware of using laptop or mobile phone, but the system what I am implementing is completely relying on the laptop. So what I think that all my students will be able to follow the system what I am implementing. But actually speaking, there a lot of problem solving skill is required, or you need to have a logical approach to do that particular thing. Okay, let us assume every week you are given a coding test. When you are in the third semester. So in first and second semester, your CSE and IT students have studied Python, C, C++, Java, like 4 programming languages. CSE and IT students have learned, whereas EC and other department people have not learned, without knowing that, or by having the assumption that all my students will be able to appear for the coding examination. I set a curriculum that from the third semester you have to appear for the coding examination, for which this much score will be given, every week score, and that will be accumulated, and that is given as a credit for some of the subjects, or it will be distributed across all the subjects. Okay, it is implemented thinking that everybody knows. But at the end of the semester, after seeing the result, I understand that few discipline people are not able to secure very good points in the coding, because they don't have a proper logical skill. They don't have proper programming language skill. So I have not done empathize over here. I have not done empathize. So I just ask you randomly. So to whomever I asked with, they all learned, because they went to some center, they learned those programming language, because normally this is the intention to the teachers, right? Like we call some familiar faces and ask about something. We call out some people who score very good marks and ask about, are you able to understand? But that is not the way of studying the user. I should pick the students on all the category. The one who comes regularly, the one who gives attention, fullest attention to the class, and the one who writes exam properly, scores very good marks. That is one category. The second category is that they come to the college regularly, attend the class, be very much attentive, but still they will not be able to secure marks due to some other reasons. And other category, everything is very, very poor. They don't come to the college regularly, they don't be attentive, they don't be disciplined. But I have to consider even them, because after all, everybody are my students. In all the 3 categories, I have to do user study, and then only I should introduce any system. Only then the system will be successful. Suppose I want to get a 100% placement for my entire class. At the end of the day, I will say that the percentage of placement only. I cannot say the studious students have placed. That is not my achievement. My achievement must be everybody should be placed. If that is the case, I must have a proper user study. I must learn, I must do a research on everybody's mind. Only that I can implement a system which can be a successful one. If not, so what I am trying to say, you can understand, when there is lack of empathize, lack of user study, it leads to I have not done a proper empathize. Lack of user study. Lack of user study leads to failure in innovation. Though my idea is innovative, but whether you are going to, it is going to be useful to you, or are you going to use it, that matters a lot. Okay. Many inventions, innovations are very great thing, innovative thing. But the thing is, whether user is able to use it, that is very important. Okay. That is how we always see those three principles. What are those three principles? User desirability, whether user likes to use the product. This you learned it in your IAP. Okay. Technology feasibility, market viability. These three principles I need to apply on my innovative idea, and then only I can go in making it as a product or a service. Okay. Whether my innovation, it is innovation for me, it is impressive to the upper layer people, that is the experts or the people who are affordable. But whether it will impress all class of people, and I am introducing something targeting to all class of people, whether people will like my product, whether people will be able to follow this. See, I give you another example. We want to, like you are having nowadays, like mentors will be calling your parents and informing you about your absenteeism, and when you are having your examination, like anything, any behavioral changes, anything is there. We call that is actually it is a mentoring to welfare you only. We are doing that because your parents must know about you. Fine. So rather than like to simplify my work, what I am planning to do, why every day I should call, if I am just giving a message to the parents, so I can reduce my time in calling them, or when I call, they will not be in a condition to attend my call, and the information will not be reached. So suppose I am having an app, okay? I am introducing an app which can be utilized by all the three of us, that is your teachers, your parents and you. Okay, so it is an ideology. We are planning to introduce an app, mobile app, which can be accessed by parents, students and the teachers. Any information about your result, about your any announcement, sports day, college day, or some competition, examination, celebrations, holiday, everything is going to be announced through your application. Fine. So idea is good. Correct? No, idea is good. But here the parents may not be really very well qualified people. Some parents will not be able to understand if I speak in English, if I post a message in English. They have to rely on you. So suppose you want to play a game over there. Okay, so we are saying that this Saturday is a compulsory working day. Nobody can take leave. Predicting that people may take a leave. So we are giving such announcement. And you want to, you decided to take leave, and the message your parents are saying, they are asking you what is the message has come, and you will say that I said it's a holiday. Just exactly the opposite thing, because they are not able to understand what is the message given over there. So you are utilizing that opportunity. If I had done a proper empathize, if I had spoken to all the parents, see, this is what we are going to implement. What is your opinion? How do you want to receive the message? They may say that, ma'am, if it is in English, we will not be able to read. If you are giving me the option of reading it in Tamil also, it will be helpful. So I can give a message like I can create my app where language selection is also provided. So if you choose language as Tamil, yes. Or I am using an AI which will be converting the message to any of the languages. Okay. So if that is the case, your Telugu or Kannada, whichever is your parents comfort with, whichever language, so they can choose the language and then they can read the message, whatever I am sending. If I had really done a proper empathize, and then my process also will be changed, rather than making my app as a very simple, just giving the message in English, I must incorporate the translator over there. The translator must translate my English message to whatever the language is correct. At least some 4 languages must be given. All the South Indian languages at least must be given over there. You get my point? So that will be useful to the people. So in future they will never say that we don't know about it. Many times it happens. We never knew that there is examination. We never knew he did not come to the college. Like many things are happening. To avoid all, because that is the problem I have identified. Anything what is happening in the college needs to be informed to the parents. Our parents want to know what is happening in the college and all the 6 hours since morning to evening. What are all the hours taken place? What are all the classes? Suppose any class got cancelled in which being compensated by some other guest lecture or something, whatever it may be, the A to Z parents must know. That is the grievances given by them and the problem identified by me, and I would like to give a solution. When I am giving a solution, I need to do a empathize. The empathize should be perfect. I need to talk with all the parents. I need to know their need and requirements. I need to understand their pain point, and I need to know their experience with the existing one. See, madam, you are calling. I am working in a factory. 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock, I cannot pick my call. So even if you call also, we are not in a condition to pick up. My wife is not having a mobile phone. There may be lot of reasons here. Okay, so lot of reasons due to which they are not able to get the info on time. So there I am introducing such app which will be giving all the thing provided I do a perfect empathize, right? So next, yes, I did perfect thing. My empathize, like this is how I am going to do. Next comes to I need to execute it properly. I have made an ideation. This is what is going to be my app, and I am working collaboratively with my team. First thing, when there is no proper collaboration, again it may lead to failure. Each module is given to a team of people. Suppose my app is going to have some 4 modules where front end will be taken care by a team, back end will be taken care by a team, and the interface will be taken care by other team, and the testing part will be taken care by other team. Like 4 teams I am involved in the app development. Okay, so on time it should be taken place. Like we plan to launch the app before the semester starts. When the semester is scheduled to start by January 2, I am planning to launch the app just before to that. But on time delivery is not happening over there due to not proper collaboration among all the teams. Okay, back end is perfect. Interface is also ready, but they cannot work unless and otherwise the front end part is ready. Once front end is ready, back end is ready, only then you can create a interface between both of them. But here there is a lagging. On the front end side there is a lagging, or back end side there is a lagging. There is no proper collaboration among the team. Or in other words, if I see, it is a product where it involves multiple discipline. So one discipline people have completed, other discipline people are not at all coordinating with these people, cooperating with these people. They are we are only right, this is only correct, that is not going to work out with this. Like a lot of misunderstandings taken place, and the collaboration is not working well over there. That also leads to failure. So there is no proper collaboration. No proper collaboration. No proper collaboration. Yes, due to this, I am not able to execute properly. No proper execution, lack of execution. I planned, many times we see this, planning and all super, but climax is not working out well. We plan, see, this is what is my plan. Within this 10 days, I will complete this course. I will start my course on the first day with so much enthusiastic. Later, as the day go, we will slow down, and half of after some 4 or 5 days, we will completely forget that. We will stop that. Starting will be super, but when I am executing, it will be a problem. Every semester, when you say your result, for the next semester, how you will plan? This time, we did not focus very well. End of the day, we started preparing. That is the reason percentage went down. So next time, from the day 1, I should start preparing. We will also do for a week they will do sincerely, go home immediately, go through all the topics, what are all went on, it will go for few days, for 10 days. Later, everything will be fair again, same thing at the end of the semester only, or before the examination, before CAT examination, overnight we will sit and read. As always, we will not be able to achieve what we wanted. Correct? So, proper execution is not taken place. Lack of execution. Lack of execution may lead to failure. Idea is innovative, but I am not able to execute. Or in other words, from your point of view, if I say, you have proposed for your IAP exam, wonderful, innovative idea you have proposed. But the thing is, it involves lot of components and your team is not financially sound. You are not able to take support from the parents, due to which you are not able to purchase components, you are not able to construct it as a product, so output you are not able to shoot. Okay, like many cases you can take. Idea is good and it will it will work out very well. With that only we will start the process, but we will not be able to execute many reasons. Can you please switch off any of the fan? One fan for no proper funding. You expect this also, you would have seen in lot of business and all. You expect fund from some people or some agencies of finance or something like that. On time you require, you are making something of a seasonal product. Seasonal product, or a very simple example what the agriculture is facing. Summer time people will harvest watermelon. Okay, so they need to transport to various places. Suppose on that, unfortunately, continuous rain. Normally in summer we don't expect rain, but sometimes it happens. Rain in summer too. Continuously it is taken place for few days. They will not eat watermelon. They will not go without. That few days affect their business for the whole year. They will lose their profit. On time, and they want to invest, or they want to invest for the crops of a particular period of time. Okay, so after the rain, people wanted to invest on the agriculture for anything, rice or rice crops, or it may be of anything. They expect money from someone, some loan or something like that. Due to the delay of the loan, they are not able to do the work. So the season is over. After few months they are not able to do it. Okay. Similarly, the business or any product making or any application, whatever it may be, you expect fund. You want fund to be saved your AAP. On time you don't have a money to procure the components, and you will not be able to show your output during your external. Right? So no proper funding at the right time leads to failure in innovation. Okay. So next comes to again, you are working on a product where you expect raw materials from some places or components from various places. Due to the delay of them, my product, my manufacturing thing may get affected. So there is a dependency to others. There is a dependency, and suddenly there is some environment change. There is some disaster. I am ready. I am going to launch my product to the market at that time. Like how COVID-19 happened, how flood, how various cyclones during that time, due to lot of loss, due to those disasters, many business got affected. Okay, so even schools, some Montessori's and all, 2-3 years they take a building for rent and they do that business. Okay, so suddenly lockdown, they are not able to run their school. And if you just go back to the analysis of that period, many people, even high school and high secondary also, they did not send them to school because virtual classroom, they were not able to support them with the internet facility and the mobile phone. So they thought that, okay, 1 year let them be at home, I am not able to pay fee. You don't have money to pay fee because I am a daily wages, so I am not able to create any money, due to which I am not making my kid to go school. And people who are running small scale level of schooling, they could not afford paying the rent because no students coming to the school, not getting money from the parents, and they are not able to give money for the rent, due to which they had to close. Like that only many business got closed. Any disaster, any unexpected event happens which affects the environment, atmosphere, society, that also leads to the failure of innovation. Okay, so these are, anything else is there? Any other point?
Lack of market.
Yeah, and that's what, like that includes this lack of market. Innovation change. Yeah, you work on some product or some technology for quite some time. By then, other technology got introduced. Okay, you are becoming stabilized on one technology. You are taking little long time. By then, the next technology came into the market. So people will be much attracted towards that, and that may reduce the time, and that may give a more performance and efficiency. Obviously, people prefer to do that only. So the time, money you put on this particular technology will go on. That is the problem. Okay. So there is a change in market which affects the innovation. When new technology comes and you are working on a old, and another thing, adaptability. When you have lack of adaptability, I am rigid with this only. I don't change it. Like that, so many business went down. Okay. So I will not change my culture. I am following this only. I will not change. I will be like that only. And you know, even our parents, like, you're not supposed to use mobile phone at all. See, people may use the mobile phone for good sort also. People learn a lot from the mobile phone, from the gadget. If you are using on the positive way, that will be more useful. Okay, rather than you learn something from the book alone, you get a lot of information from your internet also. Okay, without understanding that, if the parent is restricting not to refer from the mobile phone, so that may affect them to get placed somewhere or to get good scores or something like that. Okay, if you just consider now this CBSE or JEE and all, lot of question papers, not like just going to the center and learning from the book itself. You need to give lot of online examination, because that is how you are going to give your examination. Okay, so technology adaptability is not there. That will again leads to the failure of the innovation. Okay, so the list may go very lengthy. So practically anything you feel that will affect the innovation, you can add it to that. Okay, whatever the things you see over there is no fixed points over there. Okay, it's not like a formula, it's not like some inventions. Please remember, the design thinking is your perception. Okay, fine. So design thinking in the empathy tools. We have already seen, but still with this we are going to conclude this unit. Empathy tools. There are three very important things. You may see one example by comprising all the three. Okay, so empathy map, persona, and customer journey map. You only need to know the difference among all three of them. Customer journey map. Customer journey map. So we do user study, we do collect lot of information from the user, and we pretend to be a user and find out the problem of the user. Like, I can see you and find out the problem, or I can feel me as a user and find out the problem. Those things are come under observation. I observe the people and I understand the people. I go and live with the people and understand the people. I experience the pain of them and I understand the problem. Okay, so these are all the different ways to do a user. Like, I can take a survey, I can conduct an interview, many things I can do. Okay, through which I collect the information or I do a user study. So tools of empathy means this is all to represent the empathy, or how do I approach to do a user study. Okay, so because I must have some kind of framework so that I can work towards it. So the framework for the empathy map could be of, it will be a square where I can have four quadrants, and consider this each user you can create a empathy map. For each user you can create an empathy. This user could be a single user or a collection of users. Like I want to empathize with the different department people. If that is the case, from IT, these are all the points I have collected. From CSE, I collected this as a empathy map. And for ECE, A, B, triple E, like that also I can do. Or I can call each one and then do a user study, and that could be represented. Okay, as I mentioned, in a class I can pick up 3 categories of people. One who is above average, one below average, and the third one is average. So these 3 categories also I can do a empathy study, and that could be represented. It is all about my observation. Okay, what I am saying or what they are saying, what they are thinking, what they are feeling about something, and what do they do. Okay, so about that empathy map. And about persona is I normally say that it is a fictional representation. So I don't tell your name. I will just say some XYZ who is of this age and who completed his schooling in so and so place, and school records are like this. Discipline wise they are so good, and study wise how they are, about the parents, how whether they are happy at home or at the workplace, where they find their happiness, what situation made them frustration, unhappy, what do they like to do, which subject is their favorite subject, or why that is their favorite subject, this subject they don't like, why they are not liking it, and these kind of things. About the person, I completely gather information, like everything, through which I analyze the problem. Okay, I say that my son is very good as long as he is in the school. The moment he comes to house, taking mobile phone and playing a game. Suppose I allow him to go and play outside. If he is allowed to play physically, then he is fine. He is coming home. He's like so good, cool, moving with everybody, doing his work. Suppose if I don't allow, he's completely with the mobile phone, showing so much anger to the people, and this kind of no fresh look, always irritating behavior. This kind of thing. What I observe, what a particular person is doing when he gets irritation, when he is very happy, what he likes to eat, what he doesn't like, all those things. Okay, through which I can identify a problem. A person was studying very good, suddenly there is a change in his studies. Okay, that person was very good, well behaved child, everybody likes him, very helping tendency, and all that. Suddenly there is a change in him. He's not talking to the people properly, he's not respecting the people properly, not eating, not like many changes. So parents will be worried, and that is how they take them to the doctor, or they talk to the some people will suddenly my son or daughter is behaving so, that because there is a behavioral change. That when I observe, that is what your psychiatrist is doing. They will be just, they don't ask about the problem what you are facing. They will be simply asking some hundreds of questions. What time you wake up? Which movie you watched at class? Who is your favorite actor? These are all the questions they gather, through which they identify your problem. Same way the persona is done. You collect all the details about him, through which you can identify the problem. Okay? Next, customer journey map. For this, you can take the example of that elder lady who was going to the hospital at IDU team, wanted to help her. When they asked her, she said, no, I am happy, I don't have any problem at all. Then again, these people tried, shall we come and be at your home for some time? Then she agreed. Then these people went over there. Since morning they started watching her behavior, everything, and then they found out she is finding difficulty in opening that syrup bottle. Okay, she did not tell that. She will never say that. But these people monitored since morning where and all she is happy, where and all she is unhappy. That way, that customer journey was observed by the design thinkers, and that is how they identified the problem faced by her. Similarly, that smart spoon, which was a case study shown you during your IAP session. That also, Parkinson's patient. So they don't tell outside. Even we face lot of problems. Okay, we ask just like that will okay fine, we will move on. We won't even consider that as a big problem. But ultimately, cumulatively, that become a big problem. So when you are a design thinker, observe such abnormal thing on your parents, you will try to find out the solution for that. Why my mom was particular time on this particular time she is very much irritated. She is getting very angry. She is so nervous. Some period of time or on a day, some particular time, it may be of anything. During some period, she may be very nervous. She may be very tense. The BP may go up. And what is the reason? If you just continuously monitor her, my mom is good during weekdays. Only on weekends she is getting more angry. Okay, so when you identify the problem, you can just reduce her work and then you can make her happy. That is all simple thing. What I am trying to say is, design thinking is not only to create a product and to make some application. To solve any complex problem, we can apply design thinking. Monitor, talk to them, identify the problem and then try to give a solution possible. And if we all acting as a design thinker, it is possible to sort out any kind of problem. Okay? Yeah, so customer journey campus again from the first any period you can start and end period you can keep. Maybe morning till evening, or it may be the day one of the month till 30, or it may be for a week. You can observe a person and then observe everything of his thing. When happy, when not happy, what does really he want, whether he is able to have food properly, everything. You just observe, through which we can identify what makes them to get more hurt, pain, need, requirement, and then we can look for the solution. Okay, so with this, your theory part of your unit 2 is over, and a lot of